And welcome. So, after seeing a lot of posts and hearing your feedback, and thank you for watching the video, the first one, by the way, I was asked, what do you think about the Hiby, the hip hop,
You don't stop. Rock it out, baby.
the Hiby R4. What do I think about it? Well, I didn't think much of it because I didn't have one. So, I got one. And I don't know what to think about the Hiby R4, to be honest with you. I've had it for about 2 months now. I have listened to it regularly for 2 months. I made it my daily driver, and I don't want to say it's overrated, but okay. Jokes aside, let's take it to the bench and let's talk about it. And we're back. You know what? This is my Legion Go, and I'm going to do a review of this at some point. I just don't know when, so, keep an eye open for that one. But before I talk about our Hiby R4 right here, I would like to talk about my Samsung Note 10. Now, you may say, why do we even care about the Samsung Note 10? First off, look at that screen. Oh my gosh, look at that screen. Look at it. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Super thin, great case. This is my old phone. I got it when it released back in August of 2019. 2019 is when I got this phone. What's important about that is it runs Android. It has a 12 megapixel camera on it. It has 12 gigs of RAM. It has 128 gigs of internal storage. It has an SD card which can hold up to 512 gigs, half a terabyte of SD storage on it. SD storage. This thing has SD storage. Does it have SD storage? No, this model did not. This model was the first one that did not have SD storage.
Wrong.
I cannot remember for the life of me. And I want to tell you, I'm sure it does or sure it doesn't, but I can't remember. That's weird. I know it has 512 gigabytes of internal storage because I paid an ungodly amount of money, or 256 gigabytes of internal storage. Oh, wow. I can't remember how much storage this thing has. My point being is that, actually, yes, it does. It does have a SIM card. I looked it up. It has a SIM card in it. It can. I remember having a half a gig SIM card in it, and it has 256 gigabytes of internal memory. All right, this thing from almost 6 years ago. 6 years old. 6 at the time of recording. 6 years old. This thing has 32 gigabytes of internal storage. Now it can hold a terabyte of internal storage with the SD card, which is right there. SD card's right there. But I want to compare these two models for a reason. Let me get some of the camera here. Look at these units. Look at them. Look at what? This brick in my hand here, which many music lovers think is the best value in the DAP space right now, is this unit. And I'm going to strongly disagree. And on this video, I want to talk about why I strongly disagree. And I'm going to continue to stand by that the Hi-Fi Walker is actually just as good as, if not better. I don't know if this is the defending champ. This is the defending low-end champ right here. Little Hi-Fi Walker with the glass back. I got a little sticker here on the back here. But this little unit here is, in my opinion, the undisputed low end DAP champion right here. This little unit right here with this little free carrying bag you get from Walker. There you go. Slide it right in there. Yeah, this thing right here is your champ. But I want to talk about why it's your champ. I don't want to just say it's your champ. I want to talk about why it's champ. First off, let's talk about the good things the R4 gives you. The R4 does give you some good things. The first good thing it gives you is Android 12. This is a fully loaded Android device. This is an Android unit right here. It's an Android. It has all the lovely Android specs on it. All the things you expect out of an Android system. It is currently running, let me see here, update. It's running, it's running a modified version of, I want to say 12. I'm pretty sure it's running a modified version of Android 12. I'm pretty sure that's what it's got on it. It has an internal storage space of 32 gigabytes with 3 gigs of RAM. Running on 720 by 1280 IPS display. It's a little 5-inch display. And the body's aluminum. It's, you know, build quality wise, it's good. You may have noticed it's got some of that same kind of weird architecture, right, that we saw with the Sans Serif, which I sent back. You know, I chucked back in the Amazon box and said, "Get thee behind me, Satan." It has some of the same sculpting, but you know, build wise, you know, it's not terrible. It's not awful. I mean, it feels like a premium object. It feels premium. It's running a variation of Android 12, as I said before, which is the same as this Samsung model. But when you look at them side by side, the Snapdragon 665 inside with its built-in amplifiers, and it can play just about everything. Why am I not blown away by it? Why does this unit not give me the warm and fuzzies? Why does this not make me super excited? I think it comes down to the fact it does everything okay. And I do mean everything. Because it runs Android, I can run Spotify. I can run Tidal. Yep, I have a Tidal account. I can run Tidal. I can run Spotify. I can watch YouTube videos on here. I can use YouTube Music. I can use Apple Music even. If you're an Apple Music fan, Apple Music, you can put it right on here. I can use third-party Android audio players. My personal favorite, if I'm going to be quite honest, is I have this Power Amp right there, which some of you guys know about. But I love this one right here. I can't remember what it's called. It's something a lot, music a lot, I think it's called, or something such. I don't know. This is I wish I could remember the name. What the application is. But let's see. Let's see if I do this. That's not it. Yeah, music a lot. It's great. It's really great. USB audio player. All these things are great audio players. I have variety. I have choice. I can do whatever I want to do. And maybe that's the problem. There's too much choice. There's too many things to do. There's too many things I can install. There's too many things I can run. There's too many features I can add to it. And all those features mean I'm kind of right back to what I was trying to get away from, which is distractions, which is forced updates, which is a lot of choosing what I gotta have to do what I want to do, when the whole point of me getting a DAP was to take away all the distractions. It was to take away all of the thinking. It was to take away all of the stuff I was doing that was taking away from me listening to high quality audio files whenever I wanted to without paying for them. So this comes down to an issue of philosophy of use, right? So What's your philosophy of use? What are you getting out of it? What are you doing with it that you've got it? Why do you have it? For me, distraction-free music, the ability to have my audio library on me whenever I wanted, camping, hiking, driving where satellite radio may drop off, being able to pull out some obscure songs that I haven't heard in a long time, but I love when it came out because I have the whole album, not just one streaming service worth of it. Again, the whole point of me getting a DAP was to kind of take my music where I wanted it to go, and that's why I got my DAP. This is, to be honest with you, this is the cell phone without having the cell phone features. I don't have a SIM card in here. I don't have a means by which I can listen to all these streaming services if they're not around. If I'm in some place like last weekend, I go camping or go on a hike, I don't have my streaming services, so I'm using the music I already got, which this already did. This already did it for a third of the price. A third. I paid $70 for this hi-fi walker. This are 85, 30, I don't know, somewhere under 100. This cost me at the time I got it $250, $260, and now with the tariffs, thank you, Donald. With the tariffs, now this thing has jumped up in price to almost $400. $400 for this thing. Well, what is basically an old Android with some cool audio outputs. Now, this is not all bad, right? I mean, the styling on this thing is awesome. I have inside the case, which did come in the box. The case came with it. This case came with it. This thing has an amazing case. It's stylized. Otherwise, dude, that is light. That is not painting. That is literally light. When you turn this on, that goes away. If you turn it off, you turn it on, it comes back. That's like a light in the back. This thing is really super, super snazzy for what it offers, right? I don't want to bag on it too much because I know someone's like, I love my R4. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's really okay. But it's just okay. It didn't make me want to go out and buy another Hiby. It didn't make me want to go give this as a Christmas gift. What it made me do is go, I spent a lot of money on this one. Let me try to make it, worth a damn. That's what it made me do. Now I'm gonna compare this with some of my cards here. This is a stack of cards. You can get an idea of the size, right? This is the size of the 2 units. Side to side there. And this one just slides in your pocket. This one is, really small and put it anywhere. This one, you really can't carry it, without having, some kind of a dedicated space for it. Backpack, shoulder sling, etc. I mean, look at that. The thing is big. Now, with this size, you do get a lot of features. You do get your full-size audio out. You do get your full-size clean audio here. You got your amped audio here, headphone audio here. Those are great. Nothing wrong there. You get a Type-C connector here. If you use high-speed connection, you can upload a full FLAC album, in seconds. It's really fantastic. You can put it, using here. My SD card, has my entire musical library. What used to be on this thing, see this thing? See this goofy thing here? This is my old music library right here. This used to be a dual 512 gigabyte, half terabyte dual drive that I used to keep all my music on and shuffle abouts. Now I can keep it in something this size. You know what I mean? Something this size. Both of these I can play through USB-C directly into a music player on my computer. Both of these have Bluetooth, by the way. Both of these have Bluetooth. Both of these can be used in a car. Is it a bad unit? No. Final verdict, is this a bad unit? No, it's not bad. Would I recommend it for someone who really wanted Android type USB C slash, I don't know, audio player? Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, you wanted an Android audio player. I mean, this is great. I mean, those Sony ones cost, almost $1,000. Even the higher end Hibis, hip hop Hibis. The Hibis, they're this is a moderately priced unit. I mean, this is not the most expensive one, And I know there's some anime fans out there who are like, well, what about the Evangelical? Yeah, it's close. It's the exact same style. Just this is the green one, except, it's not purple. But again, if you just got to have it, you just got to have a super duper player from Hiby. This is considered to them, or by Hiby, kind of an entry level model. They have cheaper units for sure, but this is their entry level. This is their their entry level. Coming in at just at $300. I mean, they have some other ones. They have some at $179. Even the R1, which is $85. It's not too shabby, but the R6 is $29. The R6 Max, it's $29. No screen, just a player, just kind of a raw player. The SC5s. I mean, Hiby makes some decent audio players, and the R6, is like 500 bones, and so I understand if you look at it and go, what about the Hibis? But this is okay. It's just okay, and I think that's the problem. That what makes it, for me, not so great. Is it overrated? Yes. Yes, it's overrated. If you are a budget buyer, and I think, being a budget buyer doesn't mean you're cheap. It means if you're trying to get the most for your money, I don't recommend buying this Hiby. Because, yeah, it's an Android-based player, but, so is your old cell phone, more than likely. And maybe your old cell phone doesn't have audio out. And you're like, oh, I got to have audio out. I got to be able to hook it up to my tube system downstairs. And if that's the case, then yeah, go ahead and get it, because that features something you need. But if you're just looking for a good audio player, especially looking for a good audio player that you can use in spaces that you want to have audio dependability without worrying about streaming services or ruining your cell phone, etc., you'd be better off buying a less expensive model, kind of a like a burner player, I guess. You'd be better off buying a burner player. This is expensive for just playing audio. My normal audio player, 9 times out of 10, is my iPhone. Yeah, I know. I know I showed you a Samsung. It's my old phone. But my current phone's an iPhone, and my current media player that I use the most is an iPhone. But when I want to listen to music and really enjoy it, I use my DAP, or if I'm away from Wi-Fi services, I'm away from areas where I really can't get a good connection, I use my DAP. When I'm doing hiking, when I'm up in the mountains or whatever I'm at to go hike, I use a DAP. When I'm walking at night with my little doggy, I use a DAP. Because if I don't want distractions, I don't want distractions. I already got the other ecosystem unit here where I'm being reminded of every time somebody gets a wild hair up their butt and will send me a text. So I'm never too far away from connectivity, but again, this cost me almost $300, and to be honest with you, it doesn't get nearly as much use as this. So again, overrated, not for me, yes. For you, maybe it's just right, but I'm gonna just say that this unit at this time probably isn't something that I would use regularly. Am I sending it back? No. I did like it. I do use it. I did really enjoy some of my high definition files with my in-ear monitors while on my back deck, having a drink and just kind of looking at the stars. This was great. This is fantastic. But yeah, nothing this unit here couldn't do. Nothing here this unit here couldn't accomplish. So, yep, that's my review. Overrated, maybe. Would I buy again? Probably not. Should you buy it? I guess if you want. I wouldn't. I buy it so you don't have to. And thanks again for watching. Please subscribe. I got 1,000 viewers and on my last video, and then no one subscribed. Well, okay, I had some subscribers. Please subscribe. You know, I would really like to grow this channel up and do a lot more reviews. Next week, and that's right, next week, not in a couple months. Next week, I will do my review of my Lenovo after having it for almost a year. What I think about my wonderful Lenovo Go, Legion Go, which I use almost every night. It's a great device. Let's talk about it next week. Until then, see you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.